Like I can already feel like you guys are gonna like do cool stuff.
Into the motive.
Just being good to one another.
Yeah.
But
You guys are doing a good thing here.
The people at the top collaborate, and the people that are at the bottom compete.
Yeah, it resulted in me shooting him.
I was charged with 109 and a 50.
Ultimately, you'll get to where you want to go if you push yourself enough.
I genuinely love this conversation.
I love the Motive Podcast.
Welcome back to the Motive Podcast. I'm your host, Leo Kosach. Alongside me is my co-host, Kyle Cohn. And joining us today, we got social media, music marketer, and owner of daily music content, Sean Williams. Thank you for being here, Sean.
Thank you for having me.
We've been in the talks kind of off and on about getting you on here, so happy to have you here.
Finally.
It's finally February here. But I want to start just off the bat, we usually don't go this route to start the podcast, but like, what do you see the state of music? This is a big question, but like, what do you see in the music world? What is the state of music like in your mind? And I know you focus more on kind of like the pop, hip hop, rap side of music, but just like overall, especially with the Grammys a couple days ago, saw some wild stuff with Beyonce winning the country album, like all that stuff. Like, what in your mind, where's the music industry at right now? And I know that's a big question, but
It's kind of all over the place. Like with the Grammys, I feel like no matter who wins, the fans of the other people are going to be mad, or like they're going to think they deserve it. All the nominations deserve it, honestly.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it's just like the cross genre stuff is where it gets me. Like Beyonce winning country, like, come on. Like, I don't know.
who else was up for that? I didn't really.
I think it
watch.
was like Chris Stapleton. All right, he deserves country. Lainey Wilson, yeah, she deserves country. I think Post Malone's country album was in there, which I listened to that for the first time like a week ago. Like that F1 Trillion album, which is like very like, it's very mainstream. It's catchy. It's super catchy. But yeah, people like that, it's like, come on, Chris Stapleton deserves the country album. Beyonce, yeah, she can get pop, she can get hip hop, whatever, but country, I don't know. But hey, it's the state of music, whatever.
What about like the CMAs? You think they're more valuable to country artists?
Yeah, so I watched the CMAs for the first time this year, and I like really enjoyed it. Like, there's a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna be so honest. I don't even know what the CMAs are. What are
Country
they?
Music Awards.
Okay.
So it's like held in Nashville, and yeah, like I'm trying to think who performed. Like Stapleton performed that, but like at the same time, there's almost some like cross mixing into that too. Like where country people like, do you know like Teddy Swims?
Yeah.
Like he performed at the Grammys. He also performed at the CMAs, and at the same time, I swear it's like the same 5 people like over at the Grammys the past 5 years, which like, yeah, if you're like really hot, you're gonna last a couple of years. But I swear the Grammys for the past 5 years has literally only been Billie Eilish and like whoever else. Now
Yeah.
it's like Sabrina Carpenter, which I swear she's an industry plant, bro. But hey, whatever. Yeah, anyway, all over the place. But so for yourself, so how did you get into the whole music marketing place? You said like 8th grade you started like running some socials. What was the full background of everything?
Yeah, so I played baseball like my whole life growing up, and that was like, I was like set. That was what I was gonna do. I was gonna try to play as far as I could.
Okay.
And in 8th grade, I tore my knee, so I had all this time on my hands, and like I got PlayStation cards like as a gift like after surgery, so I used one of them and I bought a baseball Instagram account, and it had like 7,000 followers, so I grew that for like a year like in recovery from the surgery and stuff. And ended up like loving, like posted every day type of thing. And so that grew up to like 20,000 followers, I think, and I sold it to like a baseball company. Then I just met people through that. I started running like meme pages and stuff like that. So it's just like I've been running all different pages. Then at the end of high school, I would say, it was when like TikTok was big and stuff. So I was like making pages on there. And then that's when I got into like the music and where I'm at now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What year did you graduate high school?
2021.
Okay. So you're a senior at Westchester.
I'm like a junior. I
Okay.
could graduate in December though. Like,
Okay.
Okay. I feel like it's always different with college and like high school. It's like your set grade, but like
yeah, I
college is
went to
different.
community college first. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
transferring and stuff like that, it's a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
It sounds like Kyle, similar knee
I was about to
injuries here.
say yes. I got a similar story. Like I blew out my knee freshman year, and then the kind of changed trajectory of things I've been doing. So, if you don't mind me asking, like, what'd you do your knee? I'm just curious.
Like how or what?
Like what did you do? Like well, both actually.
So playing baseball, I was a center fielder at the
Okay.
time. Went back on a pop up, stepped in a hole.
Oh,
Oh, dude,
I can imagine it too. I can imagine.
Yeah,
it, so.
meniscus. For that, I tore both of them actually. So the
Okay.
first one was meniscus, sprained ACL, and like it was a bad meniscus tear.
Right.
Then the following year, freshman year of high school, I tore my other knee, ACL.
Oh, that sucks.
So
so there was just like a hole in the outfield.
oh yeah, it was like a football field / baseball field. at
Dude,
my
I'd be
middle
like,
school.
I swear, like people would be like suing the field. I
Yeah.
swear, bro. Like that made me so mad. Like if it's like a field condition.
Is Ridley Delco?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say like low key. There's a few schools I'll just say I feel like those fields are just trash. They're like Delco schools. I don't even know, but I don't know if that's like offensive or not. But
No, it definitely
like
is
if you
trash.
know if you know what I mean. Like
I
I
see
see
that-
it really is, but
Headline: Kyle Cohen shames Delco.
dude, I feel like Delco is like really like you don't want to say anything. Like I don't know. People are defensive. I'm
guys
like I
gonna
don't
get
know.
popped.
People
Dude, I don't
love
know.
it.
It's just like I'm privileged to have like turf fields and stuff like that and nice fields, but then like
Yeah, Mecca.
we'll play like at we'll play at like a Delco school and it's like, oh, this field stinks and like I'm afraid of blowing something out. So
I always remember going to like a nice school and it was like, oh, this is great.
yeah.
Yeah, well, we went to. Remember when we went to Ridley for the pod?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Philly
the film,
Sports
Philly
Guy.
Sports Guy. We filmed Philly
Lives
Sports
in
Guy.
my
Ridley.
town.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But how was growing up in Ridley? Like born and raised, all the public schools there, Ridley
Yeah.
High School.
I loved it. Like, so the baseball scene there is insane. Like,
Okay.
everyone like loves Philly sports. It's a great place to grow up. Like,
Yeah.
tight knit community. So basically, I have a big family too, so I like knew everyone kind of,
Okay.
which is a good and a bad thing.
Yeah. How was high school overall? You just academically wasn't anything too special. Like, what were you involved in? Anything?
Yeah, I wasn't really into that. I was just baseball,
Okay.
and then like they had tons of stuff though. Like my brother was in a bunch of stuff, but
Okay. Yeah.
not me.
Yeah, 100%. So where was so I'm trying to think. You said with all your accounts, like during high school, you were managing and running like all sorts of accounts.
Yeah, so the baseball one went into freshman year, and I think I sold it like January of freshman year, going like whatever year that was, and then got into like the meme pages after that, but they weren't necessarily like mine. I was just running them for this one guy I knew.
Okay.
So then, kind of really like I didn't own it, so like felt like I was just
You're just
doing
managing
work,
it.
like-
Yeah, right.
so it kind of just was like flat line there. Like it was just nothing, not going up, nothing. So that's why I started my own page a couple years ago, the music one.
Right.
I wanted to like own it.
Okay. Yeah. How has like since you first started like managing pages, like how have you seen any like I mean, I know there has, but like the trends and like how everything has like changed in terms of like pushing content, like how would you say it's evolved in the past like 4, 5, 6 years?
So it used to be so much easier to gain followers, and like back with the meme pages, they used to do these things called megas, where it'd be like 10 meme pages, and they would just like that'd be a group DM, and it would be like, all right, drop your @ and they would do like it was like kind of like a spam post.
Okay.
But it would be like follow the 10 accounts mentioned or whatever to like get like
Yeah.
it's like a
Kind
follow
of like
back to-
chainmail type of thing.
Yeah, and they would work like crazy. Like and
Yeah.
Really?
all the pages would post the same thing at the same time.
That sounds annoying for the consumer though.
That's why it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
doesn't work anymore, but it would be crazy. You'd gain like thousands of followers. But now it's just now the thing is you won't even gain the followers because the algorithm just recommends the content you like back to you.
Right.
So say you like 5 reels from the same account and you don't follow them, you're still going to see all their posts.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
kind of sucks on a follower standpoint, but
So you don't have to hit the follow, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. We'll get back to that, but getting back to you. So like college, you said you went to community college and then find yourself at Westchester. Like Westchester overall, what's your major again?
Finance.
Finance. You like it?
Yeah, it can be hard sometimes, but
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. And do you like Westchester overall?
Yeah, I love it. I love the town. It's,
Yeah.
'cause I live like right in the middle of it, so like everything's there. All the bars.
Yeah. Do you live? What street do you live on?
Gay.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
Do you live in like an apartment?
Yeah.
Do you have like roommates?
Yeah, I have one roommate.
Dude, I want to live in an apartment on like right in the center of town so bad. Like my
Yeah.
parents won't let me. They're like, you got to live in a dorm if you go there freshman
Yeah.
year. I'm just like,
I feel like that builds the character. Like I kind of
Yeah.
wish I did. I went to community college and I commuted last year to Westchester.
okay.
So
Yeah, makes sense. So music content daily. That's the name of your page.
yeah, music recap daily, but
okay.
that's what it is.
Okay.
Daily music content.
Okay. So what year? How long ago did you start that? You said.
So I started that probably October. What's it? 2025, 2023 maybe.
Okay.
Maybe 2. I don't know.
Okay.
Like over 2 years ago. But so I reached out through Charlie, his like management company at the time, Music Breaker. I wanted to work for them and run their social media. So I reached out to them. I asked if there's any internships or anything, and they were like, not right now, because they're like a startup, so they didn't have like the funds or whatever.
resources,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they had someone already doing it.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, I got to do something. Like I felt like where I felt like I had nothing going for me kind of. So I started this page and I just posted daily, sometimes even 9 times a day. And it like took off. So I would send screenshots of the insights, like whenever something would go crazy, to the CEO of Breaker. I'd be like, look at this, look at this, look at this. And it was really just like, I wanted to show someone, because like my like friends and stuff, they don't want to hear that type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'd send it to him. It got to the point where he was like, do you want to do this for us? And I was like, that's what I was trying to do the whole time.
Hey, you just gotta be annoying till.
So I got an
break in.
internship there. And so I did that for like 3 months. And now I'm back as a job. I've been there over a year doing it now. But
Yeah, that's awesome. And so we started getting into off camera. So with Charlie and everything, tell us the backstory of like who he is, what his story is, and like getting connected with him for the people that don't know.
yeah, so Charlie's a music artist.
Charlie on a Friday.
Yeah. He is from Seattle. So I met him through social media, and he kind of like just opened doors for me, that not even on purpose, just like meeting the Breaker people through him. So what I do now for him is I run like a fan page for him on TikTok. We just did a campaign for December, and I think it was like there was 300 applicants or whatever, like, and just make a fan page and post his music, try to grow it, get as many views as you can. I had 4.5 million views, I think, in like just over 3 weeks for him.
Wow.
Got the page is up to like 60,000 followers now, and like it was like a contest, like you win like concert tickets and stuff.
Okay.
So I was just doing it to help out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, the fan pages are like wild, like getting into the whole music marketing place, and like we can get into this, just like how inconsistent it can be, and just like you put together a super high quality video and it just does nothing, and you spend so much time on it, and then you just do something that's like the most basic, like freaking any kid in middle school could put this video together and it just blows up. Like
yeah.
what do you see trending, and how do you like capitalize on the full like entertainment / media / Instagram, TikTok space nowadays, because it seems just so inconsistent.
It is. I feel like the thing now is the attention spans of people. So like the big thing is like every few seconds it like cut to another clip or like different angle. That's like what people like now.
Yeah.
And the captions on the videos are a big thing.
Yeah.
It's like lyrics or like text, whatever you're talking about. They're like big things that just like attention grabbers.
Right. Yeah. 100%. So what would you say, like, if you're an upcoming artist, like, what's the best way to pop off and like kind of make an impact? Like, is it the behind the scenes stuff? Is it the performance stuff, or is it just throwing stuff out of the wall until it sticks, kind of?
The biggest thing's just consistency. As cliche as it sounds,
Yeah.
like the Instagram, TikTok, all of them. Like if you, for example, my music page, when I got the job at Breaker, I like kind of slacked off on it because like that was my main focus because I'm getting paid for it, and then one thing's just like hobby kind of. So when you slack off, like I was getting probably like 600,000 likes on a post on the music recap page, and then I just hadn't posted for like months, honestly, probably. Or like I would post like inconsistently, like a couple times a week, and then you get like 100 likes, and it's like,
Yeah.
all right, what the heck?
Whoa.
Yeah.
that much of a difference. Just like stop posting every day and it
It's
drops to 100 likes.
Yeah, but if you post every day, like any artist, anyone, any creator or whatever, if you start and you post once a day for a whole year, you're bound to see success.
Yeah, 100%. What was I gonna say? Oh, so like with TikTok and Instagram, like it also brings up like the whole, and this has been talked about for years, and we've talked about it a lot on this podcast. But like, just like artists blowing up off of like 60-second clips, and like people will go to concerts and like not have streamed like a single artist song. Like I feel like it's just such a wild like state to be in. You know what I mean?
Are you guys big concert goers? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'd say definitely in the past few years. I mean, I've gone to a concert at like the Link like the past 4 summers.
how's
So,
that? I've never been.
it just was like coincidence. Like 3 years ago, I went to Coldplay at the Link, and then I saw them 6 days later in Tampa at the Buccaneer Stadium because I'm a huge Coldplay fan. Then, let's see, 2 years ago, I saw Ed Sheeran by like coincidence. It was just like.
He's definitely good.
Yeah, I wasn't even an Ed Sheeran fan. It was just like someone was giving away tickets, and I just like snagged them, and I went, and it was good. I mean, I'm not the biggest Ed Sheeran fan, but like I said, I'm glad I went. And then I saw the Rolling Stones this past summer, and then Zach Bryan, which is cool in the Link. But yeah, Kyle, big concert goer?
Not really.
but
I've been
you've
to
seen a
one. I went
couple?
to like one of my concerts I've been wanting to go to for a long time. Do you know Rex Orange County?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to his in New York. It was in October, so it was like in New York City. Super cool. That's like the only like big concert I'd say I've been to. But I want to go to more for sure. I just had like specific people I want to go to. I feel like I'm not like
That's how I am.
I wouldn't really want to go to like Ed Sheeran unless like I really had nothing to do or like whatever. But that's just like how I am. Like, no disrespect.
Bro hates Ed Sheeran.
If someone was
disrespect
giving
to
free
Ed Sheeran.
tickets, I would go too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
If
that's what I'm
it was
saying.
free tickets and I had nothing to do, then yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I mean, how about you? For me, country concerts are like so fun. Like that I've discovered. Like it's like a completely every concert I've been to is honestly a complete different vibe. It's a complete different experience. Like I've talked about it a lot. Like I also saw Dave Matthews this summer, and it was like two completely different vibes. And like country, same thing. Country's just like a party. Country generally just feels like a party. It's like it's a fun vibe.
How many concerts did you go to this past summer? He was like, "Are you a big concert goer?" And like, you went to like 4 this past summer.
I mean, I don't know.
So maybe you are a big concert goer.
I guess. Yeah. How about you?
Not really.
Who have you seen?
So my first concert was Tim McGraw on the beach in Wildwood.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's
So
gotta
I
be
went to
fun.
that, and then like I don't really count that because I was like a kid.
Yeah.
So I went to Pitbull
Okay.
in Camden a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's where I saw Dave Matthews.
That's a cool venue.
Yeah, they like the pavilion, whatever,
Yeah.
out on the lawn there. Yeah, it's cool.
So I went to that, and then other than that, I went only like Charlie's performing. I
Yeah.
went to he opened up for Jesse Murph in Philly. Then
Where's that?
TLA, Theater of Living Arts.
Okay.
It's like a 1,000-person venue.
Okay.
Then I went to Charlie opened up for Tate McRae.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a wild concert.
Where was that?
The Fillmore. It was the night she dropped Greedy too.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it was
I'm not a big music Tate McRae fan, but I am a Tate McRae fan, if you know what I mean. Then. Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
It's
and
a wild
then,
statement. I'm not gonna lie. Like actually wild.
I mean, what can I say?
Veiled. And then I went to Penn State. Charlie performed there. That was probably like a year ago. Brought Lil Mosey with him.
Oh,
That's so
sick.
sick.
And it was at a frat. It was wild.
See,
It was
that's what I'm
packed.
saying. That's where it's like I feel like I should just. That's where I want to go to Penn State, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, we'll see.
They have a great like social media group. I think it's called PSU Reach.
Yeah, I've seen
And-
stuff on that. I think.
Like KD Feeney's in it. I think.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Megan.
Yeah, she's popped off.
Yeah,
I don't-
Megan Million. If you ever seen her,
Maybe.
she has like 100,000.
Okay.
But it's like there's so many of them.
Yeah, there's a lot. And like, do you know like Brad Kraut?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
like,
was
he-
there that night.
Yeah, he was popped off at Penn State.
Isn't
I
that
got-
like the academic weapon dude or whatever?
Yeah.
Kick the sheets.
Yeah. And like I was just watching a video today. Like Nick Naracina like, dude, he's been killing it. Like, and he just started as like the Nelk kind
Yeah,
of like
he was their editor.
camera, editor guy, and then now I'm just like, now he's like one of the bigger faces in like the content world. Like, I just saw he took Logan Paul to like a frat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, the frat scene is definitely very interesting. Like, I was at one of Chris Rafter's performances at SAE and at Westchester. It was like a fun time, and like he kind of briefly mentioned like, or just overall like artists, talking about artists like going on college tours. Like, I feel like it's definitely a cool place to start, and just like it's a cool vibe. It's unique.
A ton of great content comes out of that too. Like sorority girls, frat guys, they're just like there for a good time.
Yeah, 100%.
Some of them don't even know the music, but they're gonna have fun.
Yeah. That's where it's like as the point we were getting to earlier, like literally you can go to a concert and not know any of the songs, but you just know the TikTok clips, which is like kind of sad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? For the artist to like puts in so much work. I don't know.
That's the one thing that's bad about the industry right now. Like it's not really even that bad. It's just for concerts, it's like, all right, they only sing this 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, I just feel like it's so like we just keep getting further and further away from like the traditionalists. That's like, oh, like the 80s, like, which I agree that like I really do believe there's more talent in like the bands that can get together and like play live and like jam, like musically more talent. I'm not saying that makes you better or worse than an artist. I'm just saying for musical talent, yeah, there's definitely a band that can play all types of music like with 5 guys super tight, like has more respect to me than like someone who just like sings over a DJ. With that being said, doesn't mean they're better or worse. You know what I mean?
There's definitely like that's what like every field though. Like there's some people who blow up and aren't the best as or aren't as talented as some people who just don't never get the spotlight.
Yeah, sure. And like so obviously you kind of focus more on like rap, hip hop.
Yeah.
Did you always like that vibe? Was that always kind of like your style of music? Like, were you ever musical personally? Did you ever like play instruments?
No, not at all. I wish I could.
Okay.
But my brother he was like in the plays and stuff like that.
Okay.
But that was really it. My family was always a big country fan, like country family. So I feel like I went towards rap because it was like
it was
Different, yeah.
Yeah, I see that. And obviously like that's the same with country. It's like country's been popping off so big, but it's like, is it actually country that's popping off? Like, is it like pop? Because like I consider Morgan Wallen country, but then there's some people that are just like Morgan Wallen's like totally pop country. Like he's full of it. Healing us how to throw chairs off buildings, like that type of stuff. I don't really get it.
You ever see his he was on The Voice. Did you ever see that video?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He was like rock kind of.
Yeah.
He's got that voice, but he definitely is country.
Yeah, I think he is. I saw Luke Bryan in concert, and that was the country concert I went to, and I loved it. Like I think he's great. He's just like a funny guy too. Like I feel like
he has a good time on stage.
Yeah, he has a great time on stage. I saw he's coming back to play in Camden like in June, and I kind of want to go. I'm not gonna lie, but
for your 30th concert, I mean, jeez.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone else I've seen that's like. My first ever concert was Rush. I don't know if like legendary band.
You got a poster back there, right?
Yeah. Kyle knows it. But I saw them at the Wells Fargo Center. Sorry, we're just going through concerts here, I guess. No, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So walk me through like Charlie on a Friday's like music, because like when did he pop off? Like he's more like, I mean, like you said, kind of more. He is hip hop, rap.
Yeah, so he popped off, I want to say maybe like 2022, maybe? Or like early 2022 with a song After Hours.
Yeah.
And that like probably got like 1 million streams on that, and then like just not stopped, but it just like wasn't like popping off like it was. And then he did a college tour, and like they got a video of these like there's like girls in the front row like singing their hearts out to the song. I think it might have done like 50 million views on TikTok.
Wow.
And this song like shot up and just like went crazy. Then came out with another song called Enough, which you guys probably heard on TikTok, but that one might be his most popular now. and that like took him to like another level.
Yeah. Yeah. What's well, you mentioned Lil Mosey. Like, what's he up to nowadays?
I was gonna
'Cause,
say, I feel like I haven't seen, like, I've gotten away from the rap hip hop a little bit just personally, but like
for me,
I remember
that
I
was,
feel like he was huge when I was into it.
I know that was some
hip-hop
like
rap.
prime middle school like Lil Mosey.
Yeah,
some
he
prime Blueberry Faygo.
he had like a situation which he had to like take a break from music but that like got settled. So now he's like making a comeback.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
he was a great guy. Like I met him. He was like, yeah, he left. Like we went to champs at Penn State.
Yeah.
He like left and he came back. I was like, yo, where'd you go? Like he was like talkative. Like
That's funny.
I wasn't expecting it because when I was in high school, that's what like my whole friend group was listening to.
Right.
Yeah.
Thought he'd be a little bit like who's this guy trying to talk to me? type
That's
of
what
thing.
I thought.
Yeah.
But he got out of the car and like came up, dapped me up, and he was like, "Yo, what's up?"
That's dope.
So what is like when you said it was up at Penn State when they were performing? Like, are you just kind of there like backstage, like just talking it up? Like, is that kind of your role there?
Yeah. So I got there like before they got there, so I was just like standing with like the one frat guy who was like on door duty.
Oh yeah.
He had to stand at the back door. I felt so bad. I was like, well, at least that you get to see them walk through the door right here. But and they got there, and I just like went to the car where they were at, and just walked in with them, hung out for a little bit, and then I was like front row on the stage. Eventually, I just got up on the stage.
Okay.
I was like,
It was.
it was crammed. I was like, I need to breathe.
Yeah. The house parties are like once it gets to that level are just like so. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of feelings that go
I thought the
through.
stage was gonna break at one point.
Yeah. What was the stage situation like? Was it just like a little
Like they built
house?
it that day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some little like 2x4 stage.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of like I think there's a couple of like the huge parties and like the floor falls through. I'm not even talking about like I like have a vision in my head, but I don't know. There's a
Yeah.
couple like crazy ones. I don't know. It's crazy. Also like the southern frat scene I think is like wild.
Insane.
Like
It's like mansions.
yeah,
How big them frat houses are.
yeah. I don't understand it. I know like South Carolina has some crazy ones and they get some good bands playing
Yeah.
there. Who are some of your top? If you had to name like top artists of all time, just like growing up,
All time.
all time. It
Drake.
can be from any genre.
Drake is up there.
Okay.
I just remember that because that my first CD was "If You're Reading This, It's Too Late."
Okay.
Like CDs. That's how long ago. it was.
That's crazy.
But yeah. So
You're
I've
not even
always
that much older
liked
than
him.
us. And you got CDs. That's crazy.
All time's hard. Like, I could give you my top 5 like now maybe, just because Spotify Wrapped came out a couple months
That's
ago.
valid.
I like more like underground artists, and not fully underground. They're like decent size. Then once I get too big, I'm like, all right, this kind of sucks.
Dude, I know like my neighbor over here is so like that, and like I give him so much like crap. Like he'll be like he like he like can't listen to a Beatles song because every single person knows the Beatles. like that type of vibe. It's like funny.
Like gatekeeping.
Yeah. Like I remember he put me on to Steve Lacy like 6 years ago, like 7 years ago
That's
when
actually
he was
kinda
like
crazy, though.
literally so small. Like he found Steve Lacy with like his little iRig recording his songs into his GarageBand on his iPhone and was like, "Yo, look at this guy." And then like we'd like learn his music from like YouTube stuff, and then like sure enough he pops off and now he's like super mainstream.
It is cool to see that, like when you find an artist and then next thing you know they're huge. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah. But sorry, as you were saying, any more artists? I get
I
we
like
get the vibe.
like right now I like there's this artist named V Wills. He's like really talented.
Yeah.
And that's rap or like what kind of?
He just dropped this one song, and it's like starts out with him singing, and it talks about like New York drill, so it like switches to a drill beat,
Okay.
and it switches to a country like song.
This is what I mean. Where like I feel like anybody will ask me like, what am I listening to? Like, what genre is that? I'm like, I don't know. I feel like music is like basically genreless.
They're
these
like all
days.
meshed together right
yeah,
now.
it's like I don't know how to explain what this is. Like, I have
Yeah.
to literally analyze a song to know what it is.
Yeah, who else do I like? There's this one kid, Cheney. I think he goes to Miami, and he's like, I don't know if he released music recently, but his music's really good. Kevin Powers. he's more rap kind of, but I think he's switching to like country now.
How does that even work? That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he's from North Carolina. So like,
Yeah, interesting. Diving into Drake, we can dive into that rabbit hole. What's
oh,
what's some of your like? I mean, we don't have to. Yeah.
if you're reading this, it's too late.
Oh, yeah,
just
that
because that
makes
was my
sense.
first one.
Yeah.
What's on that? Know Yourself.
Legend.
Jungle, I think, or no?
Yeah. So what top Drake albums? Let's start with that.
No. That's a controversial topic right there.
Really?
I don't really know if I know them like that, like names. Like I just know his songs. Type of
Right.
guy. He was at the number 1 on my list this year for Spotify Wrapped. I don't even know how.
All right. What songs?
Uh,
You know, what I was listening to the other day that I was like bopping, or it was more like a few weeks ago. 9. Song 9. It's off of Views. I don't know if you know it. It's like
Bro, I
been
don't
popping
even know
up.
that album. What?
It's the
That's
one
one
where
of
he's
his
sitting on the
best.
CN Tower. Like he's sitting on the tower in Canada.
Oh,
It's
I
like the
think I
most like
know.
iconic.
Yeah, I
Hotline
know.
Bling.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that one I'm talking about. I feel like he's dropped so many albums recently where I just get lost in all.
Take Care is a pretty popular one too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take Care. More Life. I like that one.
What do you think about the Kendrick beef?
Dude, I don't
Is that
even.
even real
I didn't even
anymore?
like.
Like-
I didn't. I like
I
didn't
think-
even like follow that. I've just seen so much stuff on like Kendrick performing at the Grammys. Like, I saw this meme. It was like me. Like it was like some guy like with his headphones on, like his face like bleeding. Like me trying to listen to Like me listening to. It was like me listening to Kendrick for the 200th time because. Clearly people are hearing something that I'm not, and like this like horrible song. It was like this new, because like, or I think it was when he was performing Not Like Us. He performed that at the Grammys, dude. Now he's
He's performing at the
he's
Super
performing
Bowl.
at the Super Bowl.
Oh, is he?
By the way, you guys are gonna clown me for wearing this Eagles jersey as a Steelers fan, but like Saquon fan. Come
Go
on,
Birds.
I do like the Kelly green, so I'll buy a.
That's the best color.
Yeah.
It's a good color.
But anyway, back to the Kendrick. Yeah, what do you think of it?
I mean, I feel like it didn't save rap, but it like not revive. I don't even know what the word would be, but
There
it
needs
like
to be some of that.
it just brought like all the
context.
energy into rap,
Yeah.
and it was needed at the time. I felt like, and it
I feel like that's what I was gonna say. Like, I feel like I wonder if it's just all for clout. Like, not even like. I don't say clout because they're obviously both huge.
I would
it.
say like I want to say it is, but then at the same time, the stuff they said, it's like personal.
Right. Like, it was a little too real to be.
Yeah, like going
For
after
that.
each other's families and stuff, which I guess it's rap. It's an open
Yeah.
book, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mess with some. I don't know. I've never been like. I'm definitely a Drake over Kendrick fan. I almost said Kanye.
you
But,
like Kanye?
Yeah, we were talking about this last episode. So Kanye's just like on my mind right now. So the episode came out yesterday that we talked about Kanye on. So last night I went on like a Kanye like shuffle my whole library full of Kanye just like once in a blue moon, and I was like really enjoying some Kanye. Listen to that first album, and then like I'm a big Coldplay fan, so like Homecoming, I know like super popular song, super mainstream, but like that one was just I was just spitting that last night. Hell of a Life, I love that song. It's off of I forget, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Anyway, are you Kanye fan?
I really wasn't, but I would say recently I got into like another rabbit hole of Kanye. Like,
Yeah.
get a bunch of videos recommended to me of him. He's just funny. Like,
I know, that's what I'm saying.
you can never predict what he's gonna do.
Yeah. That's what I feel like anyone that's like controversial. And I'm not going to say names. I'm thinking of like specific people. I'm not going to say names. But like there are literally people that it's like people just hate. And I'm just like, dude, you just can't deny they're funny.
Yeah,
Like they're so funny. Well, no matter what they say, it's funny.
yeah.
So that's Kanye's one of those people for me. Especially at the Grammys.
Did you see that?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, but you know what I also saw at the Grammys? Sabrina Carpenter shoved down my throat for like 6 freaking hours. That too.
They push her like crazy.
Why? I don't understand it.
She was the one on Disney, right?
Yeah.
Was she?
Yeah, she was on Disney. You didn't know that? You should like. It's so funny. I'll see clips of her like. This is the girl
Yes.
that's singing, you know, this
It's
song and this song.
Dude, well, now that you say that, it's so funny how it's like, all right, Sabrina Carpenter, now that you say it, Olivia Rodrigo was Disney, and now she's like
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Bizarre Park.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus, I love my. I'll put my respect to some 2012 pop is where my heart will always be. I feel like when I'm like in the car,
Katy Perry.
when I'm in the car with my children, like I'll be playing Katy Perry. What's the I don't know the name of the album with her on the pink cloud, but that is like that's in my top 25 albums of all time. What's it? Do you
I
know
forget what
that?
that album's called. You know,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like California
Teenage
Girls.
Dream, Last Friday Night, California Girls, Firework.
I'm about to like look this because I'm trying to.
Katy
think
Perry.
of a song. Are you into that style of music at all? Like that like
Yeah.
2000 early 2010s.
And even
pop?
the early Taylor Swift, I'll bump some early Taylor Swift. I do not like Taylor Swift now.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
Especially not till after the Super Bowl.
Oh, it's just called Teenage Dream.
Yeah, it was Teenage Dream. But yeah, I love some of that old pop, but now we're just on this like the same stuff. Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo.
It goes back to what you were saying though. Like back then, it had to be good to do numbers. Like now, it just can be catchy and blow up on TikTok.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't. Out of those people, I will say Sabrina Carpenter. I feel like a couple episodes I did show her some support. Like I listened through I think it's Short and Sweet is like the album. Like it's like the blue one. I listened through that full album, and there are some songs I liked.
I
And that-
espresso. Like what
Yeah,
else?
espresso.
Yeah, I
And then there's
know.
the freaking. Have you ever tried this one? you know that TikTok sound
I know you're- I
that's
know you're
all
talking
over.
about. Yeah.
That's I didn't know that was from her song.
It's from a song.
That's from a Sabrina Carpenter song. She literally goes like
Oh.
that sound bit is literally from the.
Does she like do it mid song? Like she's like
Yeah,
in the middle
she
of the song
literally
and she's
says
like,
that mid
Have
song.
you ever heard this one? Yeah.
Yeah, tried.
Have you
Not-
seen the TikToks of her like changing the lyrics?
Yes,
like,
dude. She's
performing?
No.
that's why I'm like she's such an industry plant.
She definitely has the label pushing her like crazy.
And she's literally like a Taylor, like she's from like Pennsylvania. She's from like an hour or something. She's from
Yeah,
like
really?
Bucks County, I think.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else to touch on in terms of artists? Because I really just want to keep diving into this. I'm not gonna lie. This is entertaining.
Who's your favorite artist?
Mine?
Rex.
Rex is definitely up there. I've always been a Rex guy. Rex Orange County. I just love like, honestly, all of his albums, because he was like 2017 was like his first big album, Apricot Princess, which has like So Far So Good in Television, which you've probably heard of before, which is the one everyone knows. Like, and like his newer stuff. I didn't love his newest album though. It's called The Alexander Technique, which was like he was like kind of debuting at the concert that I went to, which I was not a huge. It's okay. There's like some misses on there. It's just like I feel like it's just different than what he usually has played, and I don't know if I like that or not. But I also haven't like listened to it enough. Sometimes it takes me like 5 or 10 listens
Yeah.
to be like, okay, this is good, for whatever reason. So, but I don't know why I've always been on that. I like the indie vibe. It's kind of where I'm at. So.
Yeah.
But I'm everywhere though. I like all genres of music. So, you
You
know,
like Tyler the Creator?
I do, yeah. I mean, I like his new album, but some of it's like, so I don't love when the lyrics are like kind of out there to the degree that some of his songs are. I'll just say,
He's out there.
yeah, he's out there. But
He's so funny though. He's one of those people that's just so funny.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I can get behind some Tyler stuff. My neighbor that I was talking about that like got on the Steve Lacy, he has like this big banner in his basement studio that's like this picture of like Dora, but it's like Tyler Creator's face. So that's just like
I think I know what you're talking about.
that's just like imprinted on my mind when I think about Tyler the Creator. But dude, there was someone else I was gonna mention that was like Tyler the Creator.
Tyler Creator's the most carefree person I think that's like ever been famous. Like honestly,
Yeah.
he just like does whatever the heck he wants.
He
He says whatever he wants.
He's like Kanye. Like I just get like from my music page, I just get like video like clips of them.
Yeah.
And it's always like the funniest things. And I'm like, this is just great.
Yeah, it's like the interviews with him and like Nardwar or whatever. It's like this is the goofiest thing ever.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
Yeah, the Nardwar guy is very interesting to me.
I'd wonder like what having a conversation with that dude would be like when he's not like working. Like, you know
I
what
think
mean?
I think that's like the thing. Like he doesn't have conversations with people. Like he's just in character. When you meet him, that's him.
So no one like.
Yeah,
you
this
don't
might be
know
a,
him. Like I guess he's just not even like a real dude, honestly. Like
this might be a crazy statement, but I feel like Rex Orange County is like on the spectrum a little bit.
What?
I'm just saying. I
How is he on the
just want to
spectrum?
put it out into the world. You heard it from me.
Why? What?
Because I've just watched his stuff a little bit, and I just never have understood, like, all right, he's got the accent, but then he's also just like weird. Like he's got like
What- what has he done that's
Where's he
weird?
from? Where's he from?
He's from Britain somewhere. I don't
So
know.
he's got like a very unique UK accent, but I swear he talks like there's something more than the accent. I don't know. I don't have anything.
I don't think you just know anything about where he's from. I think you're just speaking on your butt right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I swear he just has like.
I mean, he's
every
he's a bit-
interview I have is just like I see from him. It's just like very. It's like kind of socially awkward.
I would say it was a great concert. So I don't know, but you seen interviews of him where he's so socially awkward.
Yeah, I feel like-
I've never seen an interview of him honestly. So especially like when the drama he had, like I don't know if you guys
yeah.
like the whole like
I don't mess
thing.
with that.
We don't. I don't even like.
I don't
to
even.
talk about it.
I don't think I know.
It's like some kind of like I don't even-
Allegation.
some kind of allegation that was like put away, but then like and there's no
It was a
forgiveness
fake
in today's
allegation.
world. It was like a fake allegation got put away, but like obviously like that's what people remember him for. I feel like at this moment in time. So like I remember he toured like a year and a half ago everywhere but the U.S. Like he was like in every other country, probably because like the people would be like, oh, he's a
Yeah,
like he sexual assault or whatever the heck he was getting accused for. So I don't know.
that's
But-
kind of what happened with Lil Mosey too. And then
Okay.
it went to court, and he was proven innocent.
right.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I
and then
think I
people
did
were like,
hear
oh, like
that.
where did they paid him off? And then whatever. It's like, well, how do you know? Like
I think he lost his record deal and stuff too. So
Really?
like that's why you haven't heard him.
okay.
But
Interesting.
That kind
Yeah,
of stuff
dude.
happens all the time. And it kind of sucks, and especially like if it's like genuinely not real, and like you're just getting accused for something, and there's no forgiveness. It's like I was just accused of something falsely. Like
and it makes it worse for the people who actually like have to deal with that
Right.
stuff. Like
of course, not just like me listening to it. Like
Yeah.
everyone else,
Yeah.
like actually involved. So
Yeah, I will say off the record, or on
Off
the
the
record, on the record. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. The F1 Trillion, the most mainstream album ever. I was enjoying that album. Just like it's Post Malone with every. And I didn't used to be a huge Post Malone fan, but now I just kind of like mess with him. I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of miss old Post Malone. I haven't listened to his new stuff, but like I loved his Beer Bongs and Bentleys album.
great album.
Yeah, it's such a good album. I love that.
Yeah,
album.
that's where like he like kind of came on the map. I mean, well, actually no, it was Stoney with what was the name of the album with Congratulations in like 2017. That was
Yeah,
like the
his old stuff was
ultimate
good.
the
What-
ultimate musically sound.
White Iverson.
Yeah, White
yeah,
Iverson.
White Iverson.
10 years. I think it just passed.
Wow.
He
Oh,
released
really?
merch for it.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, because I remember it was Congratulations, White Iverson, and like Humble were like the big like
I fall
musically
apart
sounds.
with it.
Is Sunflower him too?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with Swally.
Yeah.
Is it Swally?
Swaley?
Swaley.
Yeah, Swally.
Swallowing.
I knew you meant.
yeah, it's about you gotta understand because didn't Swaley used to have the monkey? He used to walk around like the monkey on his shoulder. That was like
What?
a Sway Lee thing. I'm not lying.
I
Can
don't
you
know.
Google that? Can we,
Yeah.
can we
Yeah, I
Google
don't
that?
know.
Like, what are
Swaley.
you talking about? A monkey on his shoulder?
It's
That's
gonna
like
pop up too. Watch.
straight out of Indiana Jones.
Look at this. This used to be like his vibe that he was on.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. Like he just walk around with this.
Wasn't
like,
there another person on Sunflower? I don't know. That song's huge. I think it's like
Wait,
2.5
was it-
billion plays on Spotify.
Quavo?
no,
Quavo?
no, it was just
No.
Sway Lee and Post. I think.
No, I thought it was one more person for sure.
I kind of
Let me
feel like
find
there
this.
was one more.
Post or no, not actually. Yeah, this one.
Sunflower.
No, it's literally just Post Malone and Sway Lee.
Oh no, you're right.
You're thinking of Spider Man because it was in this. You want to say Spider Man was in the song, but he wasn't. You see what I mean?
Wow, that was funny. Really funny.
It's the movie. It was.
I was just messing with you.
Yeah, and what Sway Lee was with Ray Shremmerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was his brother. I don't even know.
I don't know.
Was
I don't
it?
even-
I
I'm just
don't
I'm
know.
just like chatting.
What
rap
was
here.
his big song? Ray Shremmerd. Is it
Black
like a-
Beatles?
Yeah, when everyone just like froze.
Oh yeah.
that was
yeah,
the
yeah.
mannequin
It's
challenge.
like yeah, that's what I was thinking of because I remember like hearing that song like Roblox or something like back in the day.
All right, we're just gonna
Dude, I
we're
was
just
in-
gonna wrap this pod up
I was-
right now.
I was in 4th grade.
I
Give
feel this
me
is
a
the most
break.
brain rot 5 minutes.
Give me a break. I was in 4th grade playing some Roblox. Let me play some Roblox back in elementary school. That's when it was going around. I think it was when we were in 4th grade. The mannequin challenge.
Yeah, it was all that stuff. It was
Yeah.
like the whole music.
I remember doing that in my class in 4th grade, like the mannequin challenge. Like
You
I don't
guys
know
saying
why.
4th grade makes me feel so old.
You're probably in 8th
Eighth,
grade. Yeah, because
yeah.
my brother's the same year as you, so like it connects to my brain. But that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where we are. So, all right, getting back into it. So, Music Breaker, that's the company. So, you already mentioned it, but like walk us through. So, they managed or they marketed Charlie?
I'm actually not really even sure. I think it was like a management deal thing
Okay.
when Charlie first started. Then they brought him to Island Records, which is who he signed to now, which is the same as Sabrina Carpenter. Like that label is stacked. But so now so what it is, it's like a music platform where all the major labels use it. There's like 55 million creators on the platform,
Okay.
and like based off their engagement and followers and stuff like that, they'll have like a suggested price. So labels go on and like send them an offer to promote a song. And like a bunch of TikTok videos, people like dancing to like songs and stuff like that. Most of them, I don't even know the percentage, but a lot of them got paid by Breaker.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. And where's that based out of?
They're based out of Atlanta,
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
but I think everyone's remote.
Right on.
Yeah. That makes sense. Do you know how big the team is? Just like
Not that big. Like
yeah. Makes sense.
I don't know, cause like the people I work with is probably like 10, but then there
Okay.
might be like another side of the company,
Okay.
like on the business side, I guess, or something.
yeah, behind. the
There's a
scenes.
lot of investors in it,
Yeah.
like Josh Richards. You know him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him, Nas.
Okay.
It's a
Diddy.
Maybe at one point.
Dude, I think I saw a headline on him that was like Diddy's like Raptor posted something and it was like Diddy's like not like he's like sick in jail, and like Raptor posted something on the story the other day I saw. It was like, and he was like joking around like prayers up for Diddy, like I hope he's doing all right. And I think he's like starting to get crap for it. Like people thought he was being legit.
that stuff's crazy.
Yeah, dude. The Diddler. Some Diddler freak offs. That's a very interesting place. And I feel like we mentioned it a lot on this podcast, so I don't want to revisit any
recurring
old
topic.
I don't even know anything about it. I just steer clear from that.
That might be a
Those
good
things.
thing.
Yeah, honestly,
The
because
be-
it gets worse the more I hear about it. I'm just like, I don't want to know about this.
Yeah.
the best thing is like the Ellen show. Did you see that one? When it's
Ellen
like
show. Oh
there's like
I
10
think so.
kids that like all have cancer, and then she's like she was gonna bring out someone. And she's like, oh, I think I have the scheduling wrong, and then he's like, Diddy, come on out. It's
It like
Did-
opens up and he comes out.
yeah, Diddy's like the special guest. She's like,
The
like-
caption's like, and they thought their life couldn't get worse or something.
yeah, bro. Dude, that's wild. And like, I'm trying to think. I don't even know if I know like some Diddy songs. Like, I'm like,
I couldn't name one. So
The
There-
one, what is it?
there's the one
Every
that's
step I take.
the one I was gonna mention. It's like the Every Breath You Take
Yeah.
Police sample. I forget. Is that what it's
okay.
called?
Yeah, he has to pay. I forget whoever the first song, like that, whoever he sampled, he pays like
Police.
$2,000 a day, I think, for the rest of his life.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was like
Oh.
Puff. Yeah, I'll Be Missing You. It's the one where I just vividly remember watching the music video in like 2nd grade. I'm not even lying. Oh my gosh.
It's
wait.
so good though. The song.
Ignore my ignore my YouTube search. It comes up as
Bro,
it comes up as Japanese game show as soon as I put in YouTube to my computer. So it's literally just
We're back to
randomly.
broadcasting. Gosh.
Yeah. Was it I'll Be Missing You?
It was like he made the song for Biggie.
Oh yeah, because he's old, isn't he? Did he?
Yeah, but
Like I vividly remember watching this. It's just like in 2nd grade I was like dying laughing at this. Like the song starts, he's just like on his motorcycle, on his way to a freak off right here, probably. And he just like eats it on the bike, and I thought it was like the funniest thing I ever saw.
It's the 2nd grade thing to be geeking at.
just replays that part.
I
even
think
listen
it's
to
the only
song.
part I know. But so for you, so what's the future look like for yourself and the obviously you're still getting the degree, you're in school.
Yeah.
So what's the future look like for yourself and also socials and all that?
So like my goal would be to do the social media and the music thing as my career, but like it's hard to do. I feel like living in Pennsylvania, like
Really? You see that?
everything's either Nashville, New York, or LA, or Atlanta.
sense.
Atlanta's pretty big too.
Atlanta's like definitely all rap though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nashville's country, and then LA and New York. I feel like it's mostly just LA, just everything else.
I know. I hope, dude. I want to get in Nashville so bad. Like I'm hoping there's a couple opportunities here soon, but just to be in Nashville. Like I just love Nashville. It's such
I've
a
never
sick
been, but I want to go.
Broadway is like the most fun spot. Like I said, chairs flying from Morgan Mall. What's not to love?
He just opened a bar, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he like made light of the situation. Like there's like some like chair sign on top or something like that. I don't know. I rode like electric scooters around Nashville, like the Lime scooters that you can rent.
Yeah.
And people were like beeping at us, like it's great. Almost
Yeah.
got hit.
Everyone that goes there loves it.
Yeah, and
It's like such a good vibe. Like everyone's just in a good mood.
it is, dude. And like you go there, I went there on a Thursday at 1 p.m. There's some like every single bar is just like shredding like music. Like it's 24/7. Like you literally go there. It's the only place in the world you go there on like Monday at like 2 p.m. and it'll just be like the best band just like casually playing the like open bars.
That's the thing. There's so many talented country artists down there that like they got to make a name for themselves. So they're like
Exactly. It's like
playing-
almost oversaturated. Like you almost like don't want to go there and like play live. Like go there for management, but like I don't know if like going to Nashville and like working your way up, playing the bars on Broadway is like very, very hard. Like
I would say that's one thing that's a pro about social media now. You don't really need the bar scene or like playing at these small venues just like for tips basically.
yeah. Yeah.
You just go viral.
Right.
And to get back to like the country and like the mainstream and like what's happening, like Nashville's another one of those spots where now people are like, oh, it's not legit country now. It's not like real Nashville. It's like I don't know, whatever.
People just like to complain.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I agree.
Yeah.
No one's ever gonna be happy. Not
Yeah.
everyone's gonna be happy. But yeah. So get back, just going to one of those places eventually for yourself.
Hopefully, but I'm gonna get the degree and then maybe work. Whether like it depends on the opportunities. Like if I have an
Right.
opportunity to move out to LA or move to Nashville or something, I'm gonna want to do that.
Right.
But might have to work for a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you? This is like a tough question, and like, would you prioritize like moving out to LA or something to do music over like making money? Like, would you take like a decent pay cut?
I feel like you
do
have
that?
to at
Yeah.
first. Like it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
you gotta be
100%.
in like yeah, like a finance job. They pay good. Like it's a good career, but
yeah. You're not gonna be like instantly getting paid that much as a music marketer.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. It could obviously lead to more than just a finance salary, I guess. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, not that that's everything, of course, but
I feel like my goal would be to like have an agency where I'd like run social media for like different like multiple companies, like a bunch of clients, maybe train people underneath me, and
Yeah.
like, do that.
that'd
But
be cool.
I feel like I've even had kind of thoughts of that, just like eventually, like you were saying, like a long term goal, just like start like a couple of podcasts, run a couple of podcasts for like a brand like the Shots Podcast Network. Do you know that?
yeah,
Yeah, that's like John Shahidi with like the Nelk, the Full Send. I forget what else he manages. Do you know?
there's a ton. There's
Yeah,
actually
there's,
like a lot.
Yeah, let me see.
I think there's a sports one that he has too. That they have.
Like I didn't even know like how big it was till you like really dive in, because that's like the whole like the first thing that comes up is Nick Naracino on here, which is funny.
You
Yeah,
know
there's
his
so-
friend Zan? Have you seen Nick's videos?
Zan? No, I haven't seen.
I don't think so. Why?
Oh, I know. He's
There you go.
he's funny. He's in like Danny Duncan's videos too.
Okay.
He's just
Okay.
a wild guy.
I can't.
Great guy though.
Shots. I'm trying to find like what podcast Shots runs. I don't know. There's so many.
I think there's got to be a sports one. They have the Steiny has one now.
Yeah, One Night with Steiny. Steve Will Do It show ran that. I don't know if he runs Raw Talk like Brad Martin's then.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Brad has had that for a while. I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah,
How long? When did you guys start this?
November 2022.
yeah.
Or- yeah,
November
2022.
22.
Yeah.
What made you want to start it?
We kind of just sent it, honestly. Like, You had the idea. Like we told the story a few times on the podcast, obviously. He had the idea. Like, he texted me like literally it was like midnight. Sent it over to me. It was like, we should start a podcast.
Dropped a few $100, ordered same day delivery on all the gear. And I just like went in. Never stopped. We've been doing it once a week ever since.
Honestly,
for the
like,
most part.
It was not even any really major thought behind it when we first started, but just started it and then kind of like just kept picking up ideas and where we wanted to move along the way. Honestly, so.
And also, and I want to say this now, like, and this will be like, this is like a big statement to be making like on like just a podcast right now. Like I'll probably make like a more official announcement if anything comes up, but like the future of the motive, like even like shortly in the next few months could like just definitely nothing set in stone, like could look very different. Like if I'm on the road working with musician Chris Rafter, give him a follow. There's an opportunity, like I said, definitely nothing set in stone, but like I could be running this podcast on the road, doing it in like a hotel with like a guest, and Kyle could be zooming in, stuff like that. Like, just saying, it's a possibility. There's nothing. I don't even know how much of a possibility, but just throwing it out there could be something different happening. We'll see what happens. But yeah, trying to think anything else.
Little side rant there, but yeah,
sorry, a little side.
It's good to let the audience know.
And I also want to say like every week, like a couple weeks ago, I didn't upload a podcast just because like at the end of the day, I'm still like we're gonna upload a podcast every single week like we've been doing for the most part. But if there's like 1 or 2 weeks now, I definitely am prioritizing like quality over quantity. Like if a guest like bails on us, I'm not gonna like get someone that's really like no diss, but like I'm not gonna like sweat to get someone that's not as high quality as I can like the day before just to upload a podcast on a Wednesday. You know what I mean? I just hope that makes sense. Sorry, another side rant.
Has it always been guests, or was it just you two for a while?
It's always been guests.
It's always been guests for like very first episode and a few other episodes where we just have like a.
We've had some internals, like just
Yeah.
me and Kyle, that we just call it internal.
Do you guys
But,
like that?
Yeah, it doesn't do great usually.
Yeah, I mean the audience
say.
isn't really like. Yeah, it depends.
That's the thing though. Like I watch podcasts, but I usually watch for the guests. Like
Right. Yeah, makes sense.
I watched Impulsive for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it gears the conversation of the podcast. So like if you know this guest and like, oh, I enjoy whatever they specialize in, like whatever, like if you like music, you would listen to this episode.
So I try to get like a variety.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people are like, you should focus on like a niche, like only have music people or only have like business people.
But I don't
it's
like that, and
yeah.
especially like obviously like take some inspiration like from Rogan's podcast. Like he has so many people on, and just like we have so many interests, and it's like I think it's just cooler to have different people on, and then obviously like some parts of our audience like won't listen to this episode because maybe they don't like music or whatever.
And it like
is.
backs you into a corner too if you're only doing one thing. That's
Exactly.
Like you have like one audience to reach, but
I might go down Sunday on Broad Street and do like interviews for Super Bowl. I think that'd be crazy. Cause like the broad audience like.
Dude, if they lose, you might want to get out of there.
If I lose, that's good content too.
did you see the video of it's like the Philly podcast guy. I think it's like WT.
Yeah, what's the word or something?
Yeah.
I know the guy's brother that runs that.
He went down to New Orleans and he brought Big Dom with him to like some voodoo shop.
I didn't see
It
it.
was like the most random collab. I thought it was great though. He posted today.
That's hilarious.
He went when they were losing, and then they went 16-2, I think, or whatever. Whenever he went, they went like 16-2, and so he went back, and he was like, "We need one more." And he brought Big Dom with him. I was like, "That's great,
That's hilarious. Dude, I want to get Big Dom on this podcast eventually.
dude." He's.
I gotta reach
I
out.
don't even know if he talks. Like, he,
Seriously?
might,
Yeah, that is true.
he might just sit here like this.
Hey, that'd be. We've had a couple guests that have done that anyway. So. Goodness. Anything else I was gonna say?
No, wrap it up.
No, there's something I was gonna get into. Kyle, hit him with the question.
Oh yeah, do you have any advice for us coming up? Just future.
This is a question we're asking every one of our guests, no matter their age or anything coming up.
I would say stay consistent. Like, set goals that are like not too far, but that like so you can like a year out, like how many podcasts you want to release, who you want to interview, like, that are attainable too. So you can like, because if you set them too high, you're gonna do it. You're not gonna get there. You might, but if you don't, you're gonna be like damn, I suck.
Yeah, you're gonna be discouraged. Yeah.
Like, for me, I like setting goals just because it's like I have to reach that. Like, it's like I'm competitive. Did you play sports? You said
Yeah,
you
we play
played.
sports.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like, you're competitive.
Yeah.
It's like it's a competition with yourself. Like
Oh yeah.
to reach this number, to do that. Thing that I would say is, like, basing everything off numbers does suck.
Yeah.
Like, it could be good, but it could also be bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. 100%. Totally agree. And like I did play sports. I was gonna go to the league if I didn't break my thumb. By the way. Just,
Them injuries, they got us all.
Got us all.
um,
That's a lie, by the way.
Nah,
You
I was
never
gonna, I
heard
was
of
gonna I
things.
was gonna go to the league. No,
What
joking.
sport?
I played hockey for like 8 years. Yeah. But yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to go off on. I'm just enjoying the rant today on this rainy Thursday.
It's great.
We've been like,
Yeah, we didn't go to school today, by the way. No?
Oh,
yeah, we
really?
were off like freezing rain.
Yeah, because it was like the roads were, I guess, icy this morning.
So my car was like frozen shut this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, okay.
Yeah,
So,
I just scrape off the ice this morning.
so was it genuine to have a day off this morning? Because I
No.
woke up this morning and like
Maybe a
there was
2-hour
nothing on the
delay.
ground.
We
Yeah,
had a
maybe.
2-hour delay, and then I woke up and they made it a full day. I was like, really?
I wasn't surprised. because one-
Westchester did 2 hours too.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
they canceled until 10 o'clock.
Okay. It's like
Yeah.
no 8 a.m.s or whatever.
Yeah. I don't have
gotcha.
any classes on Thursdays. So
Nice. All right. I guess that's it. Leo Kosich, Kyle Cohen, Sean Williams. Shout out all your stuff. Shout out the music stuff, all that.
Music Recap Daily and Music Breaker.
Sweet. Motive Podcast signing off. Peace. See you next week.